center is not aimed at just saving costs, as some people think about or some others have thought about it. I think we are thinking about really developing skills and upscaling those skills to be able to deliver for our clients anywhere in the world. Of course, the primary focus is first Europe and including Romania. Why we chose Romania was indeed the availability of the skilled people, their ability to integrate the language skills. The IT infrastructure was an important factor that was considered in this. And I think above all, the eagerness of the Romanian people to learn. And I think that is, I can tell you, when I came to Romania, that was a very important factor that kept me here, was that people were always willing to learn. And the same thing I've heard now from Satya and other of my colleagues, that how people are willing to learn and upgrade their skills, learn new methodologies, accept technology as they go. So I think that has been the key reason why we are in Romania for that. I think I'll just probably stop over here. Just to let you know from the organizational perspective, after we finish this, for media, there is a room we have where we will be doing a Q&A session with media, and we will lead you to that. And after a few words from different speakers, we will also have some refreshments, so please stay and for that part as well. Alistair, maybe you would like to share your views and vision about how you see where we are?
Sure. Thanks, Ahmed. Well, good morning, Mr. Minister, ladies, gentlemen. Thank you for a kind introduction. I won't say too much. I mean, as Ahmed said, I'm the CEO of Deloitte Central Europe, and that's a regional firm that covers 18 countries that spreads from basically Estonia down to Albania and goes east to Moldova. We don't include Ukraine, Belarus, or anything like that. So it's a very interesting part of the world. You could call it New Europe, you could call it Emerging Europe. But basically, these are countries that are dynamic. They are making a lot of structural changes. There's a whole issue of convergence to EU average wealth earnings, whatever you want to say, infrastructure standards. And it's a very dynamic place to be. Now, being a regional head, I have quite an interesting perspective on things. My country colleagues are always very happy to say that their country is the best to invest in. So you're Romanian, you recommend Romania. If you're Polish, you recommend Poland. As a neutral person who represents all 18, I can say that Romania is an excellent choice. And we're very pleased to be here. Ahmed mentioned the education aspect, the willingness of people to learn, and that's true, particularly as we build our technology businesses. The IT skills that we can get from the workforce, the way we can take those people, develop them further into what we want to be real client service professionals, delivering complex Deloitte services to our clients on a global basis, not on a Romanian basis, not on a CE basis, not on a European basis. When you're looking about technology, it's a global business, and Jim Moffat will be much more qualified to talk about this than me. But Romania has a much more leading place in the world. So I'm always very pleased to recommend Romania to our clients, to ourselves. Ahmed mentioned we have about 650 people here. We already have well over 100 people here today. With other investments we make in 3 years, Deloitte may move up to around 2,000 people in Romania, which is a lot. So I'm very pleased that it's here. I think it will be a huge success. And on that, I'd like to thank you for coming, and we hand over to Satya.
Satya.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Satya is the in charge for this center, and he will share his views about how it is going and how it came about. So thank you, Satya.
Ahmed and Alistair, thank you so much. And welcome everyone to the European Regional Delivery Center, ERDC for short. But it's been operational now for about 6+ months. But I think the overall journey took 3 years to arrive at a solution in Bucharest and then do the build out. Our vision is that ERDC, or the European Regional Delivery Center, will be set up as a regional hub to deliver world-class technology solutions to some of our largest clients. These are Fortune 1000 clients that we serve globally, and we want to build a team of highly talented IT professionals here that will deliver innovative technology solutions that will change their businesses, disrupt their businesses, and also help them evolve as a company. Our center is integrated into the Deloitte network of delivery centers. There are other centers in India and in Mexico and in the US, and this will be an integral part. We will come together to deliver as a global team solutions to our clients. In the center, we're building deep technical skills in the area of SAP, analytics, information delivery, digital and cloud solutions. So we're starting small with a finite set of skills that we want to build some scale on, then we'll look to expand beyond that as well. How did we arrive at Bucharest? We did a fairly extensive search globally to look at which would be a good center, a good place to open. And then we zeroed in on Central Europe. And then our decision to arrive at Bucharest actually was one because we had a very conducive environment here to do business, available infrastructure, and obviously the highly talented skill base that is available in Romania, and the feeder system of universities that actually adds to that skill base every year. As part of our efforts to build the center, we've hired over 100 people already who are delivering high-end technology solutions to our clients. Our differentiation in the market is going to be that we have a great working environment. Teams are going to be working with their colleagues across the globe, and they will be working in an environment that fosters continuous learning and challenges them to better themselves and innovate in their delivery of solutions to clients. So in short, that's where we are with the center. We're here, we're open for business, we're growing rapidly, and I would like to thank the Romanian government for the support we have received so far, and a big thank you to our entire team who has helped stand up the center and continues to tirelessly work to build it out. Thank you.
Thank you, Satya. Innovation, skills, training, developing people, I think is the core part that you are leading. So thanks a lot. Next, I will invite Craig Hodgetts. Craig, thank you very much. Craig will talk about, Craig is the chairman of the board for this delivery center and a consulting partner. So Craig will share his views on how he sees things going forward.
Thank you. You know, as chairman of the board, this is an incredibly proud day for me today. Just probably explain where I'm from. You probably pick up on the English accent. But I actually live in California. I've been with Deloitte for 23 years. And my other job is I run the technology practice in the US and all our operations in India, where we really learned how to work with centers. So this is an incredibly exciting day. I've actually got a lot of Romanian friends in California. They're very excited that I was coming here to their homeland. And they want to hear all about it when they go back. So I'm very look forward to talking to them about that. And I want to thank everybody for the tremendous welcome. It's a very exciting time. So probably what I wanted to do is just talk very quickly about how this fits into our overall technology strategy. Kevin Walsh, our global technology leader, is here, and this is something we've been working out together. First of all, I'm going to talk about sort of 4 threads. First of all, clients excellence. Clients is what we're about. And really, as we've developed our global delivery strategy, it's really about having the services our clients need, where they need them, to a high quality at the right price point. So as our clients get more sophisticated and more global, that's forced us to make a lot of investments in other places around the world. So we're driven by clients every day, and it's all about client excellence. Second thing, services acceleration. That's a term we use, but really what that has really forced us to do is really accelerate the number of services we deliver to our clients. Satya talked about the things we're doing here. I mean, SAP, they're just about to convert to S/4HANA. We think there's tremendous opportunity with our clients, our most global of clients around S/4HANA. We talked about Hadoop, Cloudera on the analytics space. Big data is now incredibly important to us, cognitive. The Internet of Things is going to provide an explosion of data out there, which is data we're going to be able to use for our clients going forward. That's something, again, we're incubating that. Everything digital. I know we've got a huge hybrid capability here. We're really helping our clients digitize from strategy through implementation and making a difference to our clients. So you can see the services we're building is very much aligned with our services acceleration. Then how do we deliver? You know, the world's becoming rapidly agile. Agile, quick solutions, quickness to market in terms of what we deliver our clients. That, again, is becoming very important. Something that Sadia didn't mention, that the way we deliver today is by and large using centers. Centers aren't a small part of what we do. Over 60% of the services we deliver to our clients are out of centers. And Sadia mentioned a couple of the spaces. We've opened 3 centers already, including, excluding Bucharest. We've opened 2 new centers in the US in the last 12 months. We've opened a center in Mexico. We're opening 2 in Asia Pacific. We continue to expand in India. So it's not just part of how we deliver, it's the very soul of what we deliver, the heart and soul of our delivery. So that takes me on to the last thread, which is about talent. That means we've got to have the best talent. Centers is where we do our work, and the thread of our strategy is tech fluency. We want the best resources who can not only be deep, but they could also be broad. So our expectation is we're training people in a given technology, adjacent technologies. We want them to have a breadth of appreciation across all those disruptive technologies, and then we expect them to have industry expertise as well, because without understanding our clients' industries and businesses, we can't really apply those technologies in the way that's going to advantage them. So we obviously need the best talent, and that's what's brought us to Bucharest. So very excited about how this fits. Hopefully you can see how it fits into our strategy. As I said, I'm incredibly hopeful about the future. A lot of our clients get very intimidated by the amount of change, the amount of disruption. I see that as a huge opportunity for ourselves, and I think we're going to have a great future here in Bucharest and elsewhere in the world. So again, thank you very much for making me feel so welcome, and thank you to the Romanian government for co-investing with us. I think that's incredibly important, and I think it shows what a great future we've got together. So thanks, everybody.
Great. Thank you very much. I think you nailed it. Undisputed leadership with an impact that matters, and I think that's why we are here. Romania, if I'm not wrong, Romania is the first center in continental Europe. So I think that's a very important part as well. Romania is the first center in continental Europe to have. Next, I would like to invite Jim. Jim is the global CEO of Deloitte Consulting. Jim, if you can give us some global perspective of how you see things and how we can help.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Excited to be here. I was here at the beginning of that 3-year journey. I didn't think it would take 3 years to get here, but I'm glad that we're here. And a lot of people have spent time talking about the context for this, but when you think about our strategy and how integral technology is to it, having a center based here in Europe was a key component. I don't know how much you know about our practice globally, but we've been ranked as the #1 global management consulting firm by outside analysts for the last 6 years. We've had double-digit growth for the last 6+ years, and we see that continuing in the future. Technology has been a key component of that strategy. Craig touched on this a bit. When you talk about our clients, and we always predicate and look at our strategy through our clients' eyes, our positioning with our clients is to work for the most important clients on their most complex, challenging issues and commit to driving a sustainable impact. And you can't do that without the world's best technology skills. Our clients are looking for firms that can not only formulate a strategy, but take that strategy all the way through execution, delivering value, sustainable impact. That's our positioning in the marketplace. And what's changed since when I first started consulting many years ago, where I had a lot fewer gray hair, was technology has now become so integral to the business strategy. You can't talk about strategy for an organization without assessing the impact of technology. And technology is enabling some really innovative restructuring and imagining of companies and organizations through the emergence of technology. We're here, as mentioned, because as part of our global strategy, we're actually looking to about double the size of our delivery center capacity as we expand our tech capability around the globe. And as we looked around the globe, and in particular within Europe, and did a very extensive search, this was the place where we had the highest, best mix of all the factors that have been mentioned before. The other thing, and I'll just reiterate it, our strategy for centers is different than our competitors. And we found it to be a huge differentiator. We're in the talent business. We never forget that. So our lens around the centers that we operate is around talent. And we plan and have been successful fully integrating our people in our centers into the way we deliver our projects. We find that often some of our most and fastest innovation is occurring in our centers, and we'd expect that to be the case going forward. Lessons we learned in USI and other places. You know, I think about, it took us 3 years to get here, but I was mentioning before, I think when we look back on this day 3 years from now, we're going to have trouble imagining how we delivered the caliber of service to our clients without having had the European Center here in Romania. So again, I want to offer my thanks to everyone here, to the government, the ministers, for being here with us. It's an exciting day. It's a big part of really starting to scale our business globally, and excited. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. As you said, top clients require best resources, want to work with best people, and then demand that we deliver best technology. So I think that's a good summary of it. I hope we are able to deliver that. Next, I will invite Minister Giano. He's Minister for IT and Communications, and he will say a few words on behalf of Romanian state. So, Mr. Giano, thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to thank Deloitte for inviting us here. And I want to say, unfortunately, our Prime Minister was not able to be here today as he's abroad on a bilateral visit. He sends his regrets, but also has asked me to send and convey his best wishes and all his good wishes for your endeavors. The Romanian government welcomes this investment, and not only because it will create highly paid jobs for Romania, but if you think about it, 800 jobs in the next few years, it's quite a number. And we are happy and supportive of this investment, also because from Romania, you will deliver services to the European and global market. In the government program, we set out an ambitious goal of having 10% of GDP coming from the ICT sector, which is actually not such a bold goal. If you think about it, 2012, when I first had my first job in public administration in government, we thought about how it would be if we could have a bigger contribution to GDP from ICT than agriculture. And in 2014, it happened. So we're optimistic of this goal, and we believe that through investment from the Romanian government and from the private sector, we will be able to achieve this goal. And most of the investment, as was mentioned before, will be done in human capital. We are currently developing a project by which we are trying to make all Romanian citizens digitally literate, and trying to develop digital literacy and fostering, actually, STEM education in higher education. So the human capital in Romania, when it comes to IT skills, is highly appreciated. And this is helpful for our economy because IT has huge added value. When you talk about not only software development, but services as well, you know, most of ICT is intellectual property. So this has a high added value in any value chain. You know, be it in agriculture, in automotive, regardless of industry. If you horizontally integrate in all business sectors, in all economy sectors, the IT component then productivity grows, efficiency grows, and as such, the economy grows. We welcome this investment also because it's an American investment. And as you all know, we have a strategic partnership with the United States. And America and Romania have set out a few years back to trying to develop the strategic partnership in the economic perspective. And with projects like this, and not only, this goal that we have set is starting to become a reality. So I want to thank you again and wish you a successful investment in Romania, have a good return on investment, and remember, a success for you is a success for the Romanian economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Giano, Minister Giano, and thank you very much to Prime Minister for his encouraging words for us. And I think we really appreciate the support, and sometimes the support was how we were able to set the things up from administrative perspective, and various government agencies were supporting us in that. So we are very, very thankful for that. Next, I will ask, as you mentioned, that part of this investment is linked with our firm in the U.S. So I would kindly ask Mr. Dean Thompson, who is the Deputy Chief of Mission in Romania, to say a few words about how he sees an encouragement for us as well. Mr. Thompson, thank you.
Thanks, Howard. Appreciate it. It's always fun to come after a few speakers because they've covered all the great topics, and so you're left to think, wow, what do I say that's going to be unique? But Mr. Moffat, Mr. Minister, it's a real pleasure to be here, and it's a great honor. I also want to regret for the ambassador who wishes he could be here but is traveling up in Transylvania for the next few days. But this is a great initiative, and it's really super to see a company like Deloitte coming in and showing a strong amount of faith in the direction that things are going here in Romania. I'm particularly pleased to be here because way more than 25 years ago, I had the opportunity to be an intern at Deloitte's, what was then Deloitte Haskins and Sells, and was then a Big 8 accounting firm, an intern in the Washington office. And it was a great time to be there because I think a lot of the early ideas of what would become a global consulting initiative were just being launched and just being born. So that was a great experience, and it's a lot of fun to now be here and see some of the direction that the firm is taking. I understand that your CEO, a month or so back, did a bit of an exercise where he penned a letter to his younger self. And this was one of these ideas that I thought, yeah, this is something everybody probably should do. You know, what advice would I give myself if I were to be able to go back? And it's also something that maybe countries can do. I think Romania might want to think about the letter it would eventually write to its younger self. I get to spend a lot of time talking to young people in Romania, and I get a great sense of what excites them and what is driving them as they look at the future. And Ahmed Nalister, I think, at the very front of this, did a great job of outlining a lot of the reasons Romania has to be bullish and has to be optimistic about the direction of its economy and the direction that it's headed. At the same time, we know that those trajectories are not foregone conclusions, and that it's important and imperative that every element of a society and every element of an economy continue to look at ways to innovate, to move forward, to progress in order to ensure that the ultimate goal, the place you want to get to, is met. And so Minister Giano mentioned our strategic partnership. This is an element of our strategic partnership that we're very excited about right now. We think there's a great deal that the U.S. and Romania can do together to help improve the investment climate, to help put resources into the right places to make the economy healthier, stronger, and to create a kind of society and economy that will keep young people here in the country, that will give them great career opportunities, and the chance to be part of innovative and exciting initiatives like what you all are launching today. So thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you. It's a great honor, and we look forward to the rest of your program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. I think, as you rightly said, next generation is very, very important for the sustainability of businesses, countries, economies, and for us as Deloitte as well. And I think that's the biggest part of our investment when we talk about investment, how much we invest in talent, and I think that's the most important part. Now I will move and invite my fellow partner, Alexandru Ref. Some of you may have, and probably media have seen it. Last week we announced that I will be rotating off from my role as the country leader in Romania. I'm joining Alistair's team in Central Europe as a risk and reputation leader, and Alex will be taking over the reins of Romanian practice from me as the country leader going forward from 1st of June. So congratulations, Alex, once more.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank
but I was thinking maybe he can share a little bit of his thoughts of how he sees technology and consulting in his strategy for Romania.
Technology's views from a lawyer. That should be interesting. Dear Minister Gianu, dear Deputy Chief of Mission Thompson, dear business executives, dear representatives of the media, dear Deloitte leaders and colleagues, it is a great privilege for me to thank everyone on behalf of the Deloitte partners and colleagues for your participation today and for your support. Deloitte is the world's oldest and largest multidisciplinary professional services firm. It has the largest consulting practice, and it is an acknowledged and recognized leader in enterprise digital transformation. So it is with great pride and a deep sense of responsibility that I acknowledge the commitment of the global firm to Romania. At the time, a cradle of remarkable IT talent, and a dynamic and promising market for IT technology, IT offerings. As we celebrate 25 years of presence in Romania, we are most grateful to thousands of clients and of colleagues who have trusted us with their businesses and or their careers, and I trust that we have made a significant contribution to both. I see Deloitte as a reference in business and in society. We generate trust. We bring knowledge that enables investment and transactions. We bring skills, integrity, and connectivity, both to the local market, among our clients, with the administration, with society, and also globally through our network of some 245,000 experts working in more than 150 countries. Today marks a new chapter in our history in Romania, as we take on one of the most challenging but also promising topics of our times, which is the impact of the transformation of business through technology. We are already a firm that uses technology in most of what we do. We do that to increase process efficiency, to enhance quality, technical quality, and to deliver superior customer satisfaction. We've been doing that traditionally in certain parts of our business. It's rather common use of software that we do in audit or in forensics, and we've been doing that more and more in other parts of our business, which is fairly unique in the market, bringing IT to tax or to legal, for instance. Equally, we invest as core offerings to the market in technology delivered to clients across a wide spectrum of competencies ranging from cybersecurity to digital transformation. And I believe that the European Delivery Center will take us to the next journey, to the next level in our journey in the world of technology, and will establish Deloitte as the reference in the market in this field. Equally, the European Center will give us the additional opportunities to make an impact on talent and on society. If one considers our headcount targets and unavoidable attrition in the teams, over the next few years, more than 1,000 Romanian IT people will experience Deloitte as a place where to launch, to accelerate, and to build their careers for the long term. And we are fully committed to deliver an outstanding experience to these professionals in terms of learning and growth opportunities, in terms of connectivity, and in terms of their ability to contribute to colleagues and to society. And we are equally keen to contribute to the development of the technology education in Romania, such that to best capture the remarkable talent potential of Romanian talent. Again, on behalf of Deloitte partners and teams, I'd like to thank you warmly for your trust, for your partnerships, for your support, and for your participation today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Alex, thanks very much. I'm very sure under your leadership, we will continue to lead by purpose, and we've made the impact that matters. We will continue to make the impact that matters. That concludes the speeches part of it, I guess. Next, what we have is at 12:15, we will go to the other room with media for question and answer with some of our technology leaders. Now you can please, you can mingle around with each other, talk to each other, have coffee, and if you would like to take a tour of how we have set up the actual working spaces, we would love to show you that. So thank you very much once again. Thank you very much for being here. Your encouragement is very, very important for the team that has put the whole thing together. Thank you.